What's up? Welcome to the warm-up show. Here on Garden City Media, I'm Lang Whitaker. He's Michael Wallace. We are live courtside at FedEx Forum where the Memphis Grizzlies, it's getaway day. They're getting ready to take on the Brooklyn Nets. Grizzlies coming in 16-22. The Brooklyn Nets coming in 11-24. And then after this game, the Grizzlies go on a European vacation for, not a vacation, I guess, a working vacation.
Yeah, working vacation, yep.
Grizzlies going to Europe for a week and a half there, and then back here next week for a game against the Atlanta Hawks. The Grizzlies are coming off that loss Friday night here at FedEx Forum to Oklahoma City, 117-116. Jaren finished with 23 points. Jock Landale, 10 rebounds. G.G. Jackson, 18 points off the bench. Grizzlies had a 21-point lead in that game and blew it to the defending champs. The Grizzlies have lost 6 of their last 7. Meanwhile, the Brooklyn Nets have lost 5 of their last 6. Their best player is Michael Porter Jr. He's averaging 26 points per game, and he is not playing today with rest.
Yeah, rest. Resting from what? What is he resting from?
I just saw him walk in here a second ago. So he's here. He's just not going to play today.
Yeah.
It was interesting. I looked at the stats. Brooklyn's in the bottom of almost every statistical category in the NBA, except for percentage of their points from threes. They're 5th in the NBA. They are dead last in points per game and dead last in rebounds per game, 29th in field goal percentage and in turnovers. It seems like the Grizzlies could have some things. We'll get to that in a second. I wanted to start by looking back at that Thunder game from Friday night. Like we said, Grizzlies had a 21-point lead and blew that game to the Thunder. What do you like? How do you look at that? It was a weird day anyway because the Ja Morant news came out, but it was sort of a strange day anyway. And then the Grizzlies to lose that way. Do we take from that anything or what?
No, you do take from it. You take from it that again, this team had an opportunity. It's not like this was the Oklahoma City Thunder coming in. They were missing 4 or 5 starters too. So, that was a game the Grizzlies should have won. There's no excuse for that. They were shorthanded, probably more severely shorthanded than you were. You had a 21-point lead against that team in the second half.
Yeah.
You were up comfortably with 6 minutes left in the game. Should have been comfortably.
Yeah.
And then everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. Poor execution, questionable coaching, some decisions that Isolo made that didn't work out, came back and backfired.
Yeah.
No offensive rhythm. Defensive stops weren't there. And then Oklahoma City said, you know what, let's try to be Oklahoma City. Yeah. And they ran away from it. But again, in a season like this, man, the hits just keep on coming. You gotta participate in your own rescue mission, and the Grizzlies have to do a better job of that.
Yeah, I thought the Thunder was interesting to me because I've said all along I don't think SGA. I think his case for MVP is not as good as some of the other guys because that roster is so deep, right? Like
I thought it was FTA. Yeah, FGSEA. Yeah. If you're gonna say his name, say it right now.
I thought his case for MVP was kind of hurt by the fact that roster is so stacked.
Yeah.
And for the first half the other night, I felt the same thing. I was like, oh, they're down 20 without him. Like they need him so bad.
Yeah.
And then they did what they always do and came roaring back. The Grizzlies are also without some guys because we've got a lot of guys injured. Ja was out. And I think you saw like the depth of those two teams sort of on display against each other.
Right.
And you saw that the Thunder still have like that depth that nobody else in the NBA really has, I think.
You know what? I agree with you to a certain extent because probably 4 of the guys that were playing for Oklahoma City wouldn't be playing any, But everybody that was playing for the Grizzlies has been out there for the most part.
Yeah.
Cam Spencer, Jock Landale. I think what hurt, though, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope leaving in the first half with the jaw injury and not being able to come back. That's one of your most productive bench guys. Yeah. So that absence did hurt the Grizzlies. But at the end of the day, the guys that have been out for Memphis has been out most of the season. Yeah. And you still have to figure out how to move forward. It's been a topsy-turvy week, though, because the same way you beat Oklahoma City, the same way you lost to Oklahoma City, you beat San Antonio a couple of nights earlier.
Yeah, and I mentioned it was sort of the elephant under the rug, the Ja Morant situation on Friday night.
Elephant under the rug.
Like that? But where do things stand today, 48 hours after that? Still kind of the same? Coach Isolo said he's still out with the calf injury for today, and as the team leaves to go to Europe, he said as far as he knows, Ja's going with them, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, the indication from the team, as you heard and you reported just then, Ja Morant is out today. What is this, the 3rd or 4th game with a calf contusion?
the 4th.
But he's going to be on the plane later after the game. He's going to Europe. So is Zack Edy. Zack Edy will be with the team. He's back from a medical evaluation on his foot, on his ankle. Those two guys will be on the plane, but there's no indication where their injury status is right now and where it's going to go. But more specifically with Ja, who's under this trade speculation cloud, emotionally, it's draining. You know, mentally and physically for these guys that are playing without him, it's draining.
Yeah.
And it's going to take a toll. So hopefully, you know, this isn't, it's an injury, but it's not a debilitating injury. So the hope is that Ja can possibly get on the floor sometime in Europe, whether it's Berlin on Thursday or London on Sunday.
Right. Tonight they got the Brooklyn Nets in town. They're not a very good team.
Right.
They're not really trying to be good this year. They're kind of looking down the road, compiling picks.
It's been a long road.
Got a lot of young guys. I know it has. But super young team this year. Coach Isola, before the game, was asked what specifically this Nets team presents and how the Grizzlies are going to look to attack this Nets team.
Well, they put a ton of ball pressure. They do a great job of forcing turnovers. And defensively, they're probably the most aggressive pick-and-roll defense in the whole league. And they have kind of two looks that they do. They are hedging or showing out on those ball screens, which puts a lot of pressure on our passing and ball movement. That's one of the things. And then offensively, Cam Thomas, obviously somebody with a lot of firepower, but they also have other players who handle the ball a lot, also the bigs, which makes it a tricky combination because they have also utilized a lot of ball movement on offense and player movement.
What do you think from the Grizzlies tonight? Like, who are you looking to see kind of show out against this Nets team?
Well, the injury report for the Grizzlies looks as good as it has, right?
Yeah.
Some of the nagging things are now behind them. Vince Williams Jr., who was just over here working out, you know, G.G. Jackson, you know, Cedric Coward.
Conchar just did a whole workout.
Yeah, Conchar, he's looking like he's going to be available to play. And then Jaylen Wells. This has to be a game for me where Jaylen Wells sort of gets out of this sort of mini slump that he's been in. You know what I mean? He's still the only Grizzly player who started and played every game this season. Yeah. And you want to see that durability kind of rewarded on a night like this, find the rhythm before they get on this 9-10 hour flight and have to go over to Berlin and then try to recover from there. But I want to see Jaylen Wells come out and do something special tonight.
I talked to Jaylen at shoot-around Friday morning, and he was saying, like, you know, in his second year, he looks at things a little differently than he did his first year. He's learned a lot. He said on defense, he feels like he's a really good on-ball defender, but he does it without fouling. And he said he's learned that sometimes you have to foul.
Yeah, you do.
Like, sometimes you have to take that gamble, and maybe you'll get a foul, maybe you won't. But he said he's trying to learn how to, like, when to make those reads and when to make those fouls. And he said he also thinks all the time about if his arms were 2 inches longer.
Yeah, you tell. Yes.
And I said, how do you work on that? And he's like, I don't know, I might go hang from the gym, jungle gym at the playground. But I think Jaylen in his second year, to your point, sometimes you say availability is the best ability.
Yeah.
And that's been part of it with Jaylen, but you've seen him improve through the year and a half it's been here. I noticed the other day, just physically, how much stronger he looks.
Yeah, he worked on that strength. He put on 7-8 pounds, he said, over the summer when he played Summer League. But you're also seeing him put the ball on the floor a little bit more. He's making moves in the mid-range to get to that shot. You know, he's trying to become a 3-level scorer. And that's what that's how his game has opened up in terms of giving him more versatility. Last year, he was more catch and shoot, run to the three-point line, get the shot up, and then defend on the other end. Now he's doing a little bit more, mixing up his game in the mid-range as well. So it's been good to see. Sometimes the results haven't always been there, but he never stops putting in the work. I tell you, man, Jaylen Wells and Cam Spencer are two of the hardest working players that you're going to find in this league.
Jaylen mentioned when I was talking to him the other day, without anyone saying anything, he goes, I have to get better at finishing at the basket. First off, he's like, I know that's the thing I'm kind of focused on right now is finishing at the basket. Because sometimes he's not as athletic as some of those other guys down there, and so he relies on like those one-leg shots and decel moves and stuff. So it's something I think he's kind of focused on, and we'll see if he's able to get on that. You mentioned the injury report. So we saw John Conchar was the only guy listed as questionable, and we just saw him warm up, which would suggest, seems like, that he's going to play.
He's chomping at the bit to get back. He wants to get back for sure.
Out for sure, Brandon Clark, Zack Edy, Ty Jerome, Scottie Pippen Jr., and John Morant with the calf contusion. For Brooklyn, Michael Porter Jr. is out with rest. Drake Powell is out with with injury management, and our old friend Zaire Williams out with an illness for Brooklyn. So no return for Zaire.
So they got a lot of young draft picks, a lot of young players that they picked up.
Yeah.
They drafted 5 guys in the first round this past year. So you're going to see a lot of those young guys out here for
like
for
3
Brooklyn.
point guards out of that draft.
Yeah.
Watch Jaeger Dimon. He's been pretty amazing. Big guy, but
6'8", 6'9", point
like
guard.
A real point guard, though.
Yeah.
Just hadn't been able to shoot great, but he's gotten better this year, so keep an eye on him. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, Jessica Benson's going to join us, and our old friend Meghan Triplett's going to come visit, too. You're watching the warm-up show here on Grind City Media.
Yep.
Nate Bargatze.
Look, I say a lot of dumb stuff. I try to keep it in front of large groups. Seems to go better that way.
Big Dome Eyes World Tour.
When you say something dumb one-on-one, it's a lot for that person. I'll say it, then I can just feel that they feel the weight of my life on their shoulders.
Tickets and info at NateBargatze.com. Don't miss the Big Dumb Eyes World Tour. Nate Bargatze.
The world needs B2K.
B2K's breakup was a huge shock to their fans.
Boys for Life Tour.
Memphis. Monday Night Raw returns with non-stop action, unmatched energy, and the superstars you love.
We don't get mad, we get even. We don't go home till we beat them. This is our time, we ain't leaving. Give me the crown undefeated.
Witness the moments you'll never forget. Monday Night Raw, Memphis. Monday, February 16th. Tickets and ringside packages on sale next Friday.
Watching the Grizzlies is easy with FanDuel Sports Network. If you have cable or satellite, you're all set. Find us on your channel lineup. You can also use your TV provider login to watch games on the FanDuel Sports Network app. No cable or satellite? Subscribe directly to FanDuel Sports Network online. You can also watch on Prime Video by adding a FanDuel Sports Network subscription. Not sure where to start? Visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com to learn more.
What's up? Welcome back to the warm-up show here on Grind City Media. I'm Lang Whitaker. She's Jessica Benson. We are courtside at FedEx Forum. We just got official word that John Conchar is available for tonight for the Memphis Grizzlies. That I don't want to say it. The injury reports.
It is dwindling.
A little shrinkage.
It is.
We're
grateful.
Yeah.
We're grateful.
So one time, that's a good word.
Yes.
Jessica Benson joins us here at courtside as she always does, and gives us tonight's main character. I don't know who tonight's main character will be.
It's this afternoon, Lang. It's
the day game.
2 o'clock in the afternoon. No, I think my main character is turnovers.
Okay.
And I was struggling to come up with a main character, but as I was listening to Coach Tomás Isolo give his pregame remarks, he talked about this Nets defense and the defensive ball pressure that they present, forcing turnovers. He called them the most aggressive pick-and-roll defense in the league, and that might surprise some, but even as I was preparing for my radio show, for people who don't follow the Brooklyn Nets religiously, they were the top defense in the NBA in the month of December. That is something that was working really well for them, and they are a team playing without Michael Porter Jr. tonight.
Yep.
They are 0-6 this season when he does not play, and in those games where Michael Porter Jr. doesn't play, they've lost by an average of 17 points. So that's something for them to overcome. So perhaps seeing them put even a further heightened intensity of trying to turn a Grizzlies team over, that is bottom 10 in the league in turnovers this season. We have seen it plague this group time and time again. Saw it the other night in the second half against the Thunder. Saw it earlier this week with the Suns and with the Spurs. Even in that win over the Spurs, the Grizzlies had a season high in turnovers. So that's something that's been difficult. Getting one more ball handler back in Edy, though, certainly encouraging.
I was looking over the numbers before this game. I didn't realize this. Brooklyn's in the bottom of almost every statistical category. They're dead last in points per game, rebounds per game, 29% in field goal percentage, 29th in field goal percentage, and in turnovers. So they turn the ball over a lot. And you would hope with this Grizzlies team looking to sort of find a foothold. You know, they looked so good against Oklahoma City the other night early in the game when they were, who's behind us?
walking well.
There's Zack Edy.
Might I add.
The other night when they were playing against Oklahoma City, they looked good early in the game when they were turning Oklahoma City over and kind of getting in transition. They didn't really have any fast break buckets in that second half. So I think for this Grizzlies team, like who would you like to see get going tonight?
I think I'd like to see the bounce back of Cedric Howard following the last possession of that game, right? And in a rookie season, so much is made and so much is legitimately important in having those reps where it doesn't go your way.
Yeah.
Sometimes those build even better reps and habits and patterns than when they do go your way, because you see that struggle. So the opportunity for him to know that last play wasn't great, it wasn't going anywhere, he'll be better the next time around, but to have the opportunity to come back against another rookie on this Brooklyn Nets team in Yegor Joyman, who has been really fun. He just had this game against the Magic where he was hot down the stretch, had the banked-in three. They end up losing that game. But in terms of measuring Cedric Howard against the other rookies in the league, I think in the most recent NBA rookie ladder, he's in 5th. And the opportunity to use this time period to continue to rise and really become one of the go-to options with this team.
Do you see Meghan?
Oh, she's probably hugging 12 security guards.
So because
she knows everybody.
She's on FanDuel, according to Jaylen.
Oh, I see her. She's behind
working.
us with Brevin.
Should we call her?
No, you should not call somebody in the middle of their
filming
hit.
something?
Yes, she's
okay.
live on air.
Well,
the light is on.
I should call her. Whatever. She told me she'd be here now. I'd say this about Yegor Dimmitt. When he was coming out of BYU last year, like the knock on him was his shooting.
Yeah.
Wasn't great. But 6'8", like a legit point guard at that size, an incredible creator. The shooting's gotten a little bit better this year.
The shooting got better in the tournament, too,
True.
if you remember.
Yeah.
That was always somewhat of a surprise as BYU made that run, was he was getting going with his shot as well as creating for others. But I like him. He's a fun little piece. Cam Thomas can hurt you on any given night. So you don't want to overlook. This is another opportunity. The Grizzlies, unfortunately, in the end, failed the test against the Thunder. And it's hard to say that against a Thunder team that still has the depth behind it when their stars are out. But in terms of the professionalism of getting up and staying up for 48 minutes against a team that you should on paper beat, here is a chance to do that tonight.
I'm going to ask you to be wildly reckless right now. Zack Edy's just walking past his hair. Wearing a pair of Air Max. There's a big group of Purdue
fan group.
Yeah, that he's talking to. How does this make you feel? Because earlier today, Coach Isla was asked about his return and was sort of unclear. We didn't really understand where that was going. He said he had to have another evaluation or something. I don't know. He hasn't been here for the last couple of games.
This is me being really reckless because, full transparency, as we sat down to do this hit, I brought up to you that I didn't love the comments about Zack Edy and the way it sounded when Coach Isla addressed his injury situation. But he's moving around well. He's got a smile on his face. He's posing with the Purdue fans behind the camera that we're looking at right now.
He's not wearing any like ankle braces.
I see nothing on his leg, which is encouraging.
Yeah, he almost just stepped on the usher.
People had pointed out that he had not been with the team in the last few games. He's pretty easy to recognize when he's not there because he is massive.
Here he comes right here.
He's walking past.
Oh, he's walking around.
He's got the new Essential pants on.
Do you want to come on the show? Like, no, he doesn't want to come on the show. There he goes.
Hey, that was a really good effort.
I tried.
That was really nice.
All right. Yeah. Well, let's see when he gets back or what the thing is with him. I think that's somebody who this Grizzlies team has been missing desperately. The last couple of weeks, right?
When you think about the most important player on this team right now, not best, not flashiest, not the biggest star, but just the most important piece that allows everything to click into place. It is Zack Edy. So it would be really great if the Grizzlies could get him back sooner than later, because it also gives you a better idea of what this team is this year.
I see coming up behind me.
I see her.
Meghan Triplett.
She's strolling.
Maybe we don't take a break. Let's just wait for Meghan to get here.
Just play the Rise and Grind theme music.
Does it still exist?
Yeah, we played it on Friday when she came on the show.
I didn't know it was still around. You guys, how long did you do that show together?
2.5 years.
Yeah.
2.5 years.
And I was on every Friday.
Every Friday. It started strong.
Now Meghan, here she comes.
You were one of our original guests.
I think with the first week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was like structured with you coming in on
every
Fridays.
Friday.
Yes.
I still have in my Outlook calendar on Friday mornings, it says Rise and Grind at 8:20.
Funny enough, my calendar still says Rise and Grind as it places in the work side of things.
Well, here's Meghan.
Okay, she's here. Are you taking a break?
No.
Okay.
We'll just switch out.
I'm just handing this to you live.
We're just gonna swap out.
We're live.
I'm gonna say that You're in. Come on. We're just going to do it live.
I didn't know we do it that way. We just walk in. I love it. I love it.
It's streaming.
What's up?
How are you?
I'm back.
I know. I just told.
It's like old school memory.
I told Jessica that I still have in my Outlook calendar on Friday mornings. It says Rise and Grind at 8:20 or whatever.
You can't change it.
No.
You can't change it. But like you guys are thriving and surviving without me. I feel like I left and you guys upgraded everything.
You're like the new Carrie Bradshaw in New York, right? Like
I love that.
Fashionista. You're doing it up there. How long has it been now?
This is my 4th season with the Nets.
Wow.
The Nets Network. Yeah.
And you've seen this Nets team. I remember when you went there.
Oh gosh.
Like Kevin Durant was on the team.
Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Ben Simmons. I've gone through all different versions of this Brooklyn Nets team.
I was talking to your guy Aaron Harris earlier, and he was like, "This team is really young."
Yeah.
Is that the best way of looking at it?
It is very, very young.
Yeah.
But it's a surprising young, though. It's like a fun young. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
So,
Like they just.
I don't know. Like they all have their own different personalities. You know, Jaeger Dioman, he's just like he brings so much joy. Drake Powell has so much joy, and then when you mix it in with like some of the what we call vets because they're still young to me. Like I'm old.
Who's the vet? Michael Porter.
Michael Porter Jr. is a vet. Terrence Mann's our oldest player at 29 years old. So you know, when you mix it all in, they're just like you can tell they just mesh very well together. And also, a young locker room keeps us young because we have to stay up to date on like the things they're talking about. And now I just feel so old. Like I don't know anything anymore.
You don't know,
I'm not
like,
cool.
6'7", quarter zip and matcha, all that stuff.
Look, I have been on the quarter zip game for a while now, so I don't know. Like I love that it's popular, but I would like to say that I kind of started things off. I think. Yeah.
I walked into my son's basketball practice the other day wearing a quarter zip and drinking a matcha, and the kids all went crazy. And I was like, I'm not trying to be cool. This is just me. I'm sorry. Like I guess this is hip now. That's 6'7". I learned all that. So I'm trying to keep up with it. Watching this Nets team, like I know they've been really good defensively the last couple of weeks. Is that sort of becoming the identity of this team?
It is. I think that's been something that's really been impressive. You know, they've been able to force some turnovers, and it kind of helps fuel the offense. Oh, there's my guy, Devin Walker. I was coming to find you. He's like big time now. Like he's like on TikTok, making TikToks and stuff.
Doing
I see
dances.
him. I know. He doesn't respond to my like DMs
the quarter
now.
zip and matcha thing.
Look at him. Look at like this fashionista guy. He likes the big bell bottom pants. I see that. Look at him.
He has
Hair's
like
growing.
sparkles on his pants.
Yes. But yeah, defense has been the identity of this group, and what you'll see is that if they get things going defensively, that helps fuel their offense.
Yeah.
And I think when you have a lot of defensive-minded guys and they're learning how to be that way, Jordy Fernandez has kind of like just like put that in their brain, in their head that they have to be that way.
Yeah.
Like the ball pressure, of course, attacking the glass.
Yeah.
That is what gets this group going.
Does this beat the old days when you and I had like a phone on
I was going to say, like, I just feel like, I think I told you last time, I feel like, I had to leave to get like the upgrade. Did some of my salary go to like the lights, the headsets? For those who don't know, back in the day, Lang and I just used to do it on our phone.
Yeah.
We would talk to each other with headphones on from across the court.
I remember we had Montel Jordan on one time. You remember that?
Yes, we did. This is how. I remember he performed at halftime, and like we did get guests. We had some assistant coaches on. We had a lot of people from Grind City Media on.
I'm not going to let you come back to town.
Is that going to Costco?
No.
Oh.
That too. I'm not going to let you come back to town without a gift. Because we don't, like, this is the South. We have hospitality here.
You get me something?
I got you something.
Are these?
I think we got you some FedEx Forum French fries.
They have amazing waffle fries.
So I asked CJ, I was like, what sort of French fries should I get for Megan? He said, it doesn't matter. He's like,
which is very true. Like, no, for real. When I was here, this is still home for me, but when I was working here, I would get the waffle fries all the time.
Yeah.
So I totally appreciate. Like, you know me so well. Like
I know.
You know the way to my heart.
Yeah.
You know the way to my heart.
All right. Well, we miss you, but welcome back home.
Thank you.
And we're going to Costco next time.
Yes, that too. Fries and Costco are our thing.
All right, now we're going to take a break. We'll be back in a second. You're watching the warm-up show here on Grind City Media.
Now that's the new edition way.
I feel like there's another level we can take it to.
What you think, Mike?
2 steps ahead of you, Slick.
What's good, bro?
What you doing, man?
I'm in.
Woman, you don't even know what I'm getting ready to ask you.
Here's the vision. All 3 of us on the same stage every night.
Gonna be crazy.
No barriers, no separation.
It'll be like 9 kings and a queen.
The next level starts now.
Jeff Dunham, Artificial Intelligence, his all-new tour.
You're the other white
Jose, how can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other? Well, you're half of it. I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Don't miss a Memphis. Friday, April 10th, FedEx Forum. Tickets on sale Monday, September 29th at jefftudham.com.
Are you ready to transform your pool into a stunning oasis? At Mainland Pool Service, they're a family-owned business committed to keeping your pool looking pristine all year round. They believe that pool care should be proactive, not reactive, which is why their skilled team handles everything from routine cleaning to complex issues with precision. They prioritize clear communication and personalized solutions to exceed your expectations. Join the Mainland Pool Service family today and experience the difference their expertise and dedication can bring to your relaxation retreat. Contact them now at mainlandpoolservice.com.
The long goodbye begins. A very special evening with Journey. Final Frontier Tour. Journey. Tickets are on sale now at journeymusic.com. Your chance to say goodbye to the songs that changed our lives. Journey. Final Frontier Tour.
Welcome back to the warm-up show here on Grind City Media. Lang Whitaker, Michael Wallace. We are courtside. We are about 5 minutes away or less, about 3 minutes away from the Grizzlies and the Brooklyn Nets getting going here. We're going to go around the NBA like we always do at this time to get through some of these bigger stories. Stan Van Gundy the other night made his list on Amazon Prime of his all-time international starting five.
All-time?
Right? All-time.
Okay.
He had Steve Nash, Luka Doncic, Dirk Nowitzki, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Nikola Jokic on his top five. Is anybody missing off that list?
Yes, man. All time?
Yeah, all time.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
I thought of that too. But who do you put him over?
Man.
Do you put him over Jokic?
I put Hakeem Olajuwon.
Over Giannis?
No, I put Hakeem
Over
Olajuwon over Giannis. I removed Dirk from it. I removed Dirk from it.
You think Dirk belongs?
I go 4 or 5 would be Jokic, Olajuwon.
Okay.
Right. And the rest is fine. Like I'm not gonna disparage Steve Nash up there. I get that. Luka Doncic is right there. He's kind of premature right there. But I mean, hey, I'm Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. You know, what I mean, I can go there and there somewhere too. So, but hey, that's a phenomenal list. I don't take anyone away from it. But you got to put Hakeem Olajuwon. He's arguably the greatest international player to ever play the game.
You know who was born in Paris? He won a gold medal playing for the USA. Dominique Wilkins.
Yeah. Born overseas.
I don't know if he qualifies as international or not.
True.
He's a different era. All right.
He wouldn't have made that top 5 though.
I don't think so.
I know you got him coming off your bench
That's
though.
my guy there. Yeah. There's a lot of rumors going around right now as we get nearer to the trade deadline. Yesterday there was a bunch flying around. Which potential deal would you like better for a fit? Jonathan Kuminga to Sacramento or Zion Williamson to Chicago?
Ooh, who are they giving up though? That's the question.
Don't worry about that. Just worry about like who fits better in those places.
I would say, Chicago. I would go Zion to Chicago.
Yeah.
It would matter more. Like, Sacramento's not going to do anything with or without Zion Williamson. No, Zion Williamson going to Chicago.
Yeah.
I think he will be a more impactful player there.
And when Zion plays, like I know availability is always the thing with him, but he's very productive when he plays.
I don't know what Kuminga is going to be in Sacramento.
I don't know what he's going to be anywhere because he just hasn't had that opportunity. And
he's not a specialist. Like he's a wing that doesn't shoot the three well.
Very
he's athletic. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know what that gives you.
Yeah, let's end this with a shout out to our guy Billy Kennedy.
Yes, man, get well, Billy.
Got injured the other night in the Orlando game, a hamstring strain. It turns out.
Yeah.
Went down during the game. They had to take him out. He was upset. He was in tears. Turns out it's not a tear or anything like that. So there's hope that he's going to be back. Chris Haynes reports. I mean, how about this? That shows you how much Billy Kennedy's like. That you got insiders reporting on his health. But hopefully Billy Kennedy gets back soon and is back out there healthy soon.
Yeah, and the challenge is unsuccessful. We got to get him back, man. I saw somebody tweet that, man, it's a shame what's happening to all the league stars right now, right?
I said he's like on Scooby-Doo when they like solve a mystery and the kids explain what happened. Like, that's what it's like when he explains it.
Yes, he's a treasure.
All right, we got 45 seconds. Give me one matchup.
Who are the Nets playing?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Jaeger, Dimmon, I don't know.
So, Jaren Jackson Jr., go for 30 and 15 tonight, Jaren. Go for 30 and 15. And when I say 15, I mean a combination of rebounds, blocks, steals have to equate to 15 or more.
All right, game's coming on ESPN 92.9. It's coming on FanDuel Sports Network. And make sure you stay tuned after the game on Grind City Media on all the platforms for John Roser, Jessica Benson, Bennett Doyle on the Double Post. He's Michael Wallace. I'm Lang Whitaker. We'll see you back here soon when the Grizzlies are back here next week against the Atlanta Hawks.